Good evening, everyone. So today also I chose another practice paper to do. So in the meanwhile, we'll discuss tenses also. Last week we did the last exercise was on writing a notice uh, about a watch, right? That you found. So some of the students have sent me answers and I checked them and replied. So other students also, if you missed the last week session, please watch the recording and send me an answer for that question. So today we are going to look into a different one. Okay, can I see the new document that I'm sharing? This one? Question number 1, can everybody see this? Okay, how to get the last recording. So I have uploaded it on the YouTube channel. You can get it from there. And also I have shared it on the WhatsApp and the Telegram groups. Okay, who is this? Tharindi. Tharindi group eකට add වෙලා නැද්ද? Okay, so I will send the link on the Zoom chat. The students who are not in the group and who doesn't know about the YouTube channel can get it from this. Okay, I have sent the link for the WhatsApp group. Okay, for the last week session, yeah, that one also I will send it. Okay, so the link that I sent just now, that is a link for last week's recording. So you can get it from there. And yes, so some students have asked about this active, passive and directed speech, direct, indirect. I have done those lessons earlier also. So if you go into this YouTube channel and if you can go to the first recordings, I have given it, I have done it. So you can get it from there also. And okay, I will send okay, please join the groups, WhatsApp or Telegram. So then I can share those links in the group. And also don't forget, it's like every week the class is conducted on Wednesdays. Okay, Wednesday from 4:30 onwards. Okay, the students who are not in the group, you can get it from this Zoom chat now. And also I have attached the link to our previous session, so you can get it from there as well. Okay, I can see many students are joining the group now. Okay, so shall we start today's one then? So we are actually doing papers. Yeah, we'll be doing essays also. Last time we did a notice writing exercise. So just like that, today also, I think in this paper, we have a 50-word one, a tourist destination in Sri Lanka. So normally these are very common. So at least you can memorize one, maybe about one tourist destination in Sri Lanka. Okay. So what are the famous tourist destinations in Sri Lanka? So you are from different parts of Sri Lanka, right? So you know. Yes, can you give me some examples? Which of these places are tourists attracted to the most? Yes. Sigiriya, correct. It is actually a world wonder. So you can write about Sigiriya. So just 50 words. So here, when you write, like 6, 7 lines, it will be done. As goal fort is fine. And now tourists, they do love the beach, and also this what do you call surfing and all that. So what is the famous place for that? Yes, in Sri Lanka, we have such beautiful locations for those as well. So you know, yes, Arugambe. What else? So just like that, now if you get something like this, you have to be prepared. You can't think on that time and then try to create sentences, right? So just keep in mind some tourist destinations. Sometimes they might give one topic like that as well. Okay, and I saw one on vandalism. So we'll do that as well. So like that, we'll do. So just be prepared with the details. Okay. Sigiri is a good one because it is a world wonder also. You can mention that. And also parts, this format of a formal letter. So you need to know that as well. When you write one, you need it. So we are coming back to it. We'll start from the beginning itself. Okay, so here complete the set of instructions using the words given below. The first one is done for you. So normally the first one is always done for you. We'll look into this first. Okay, so I have given the words here. I will give you a few minutes. Can you all quickly do it? Okay, some students have already sent the answers. Others also, please try it out first and then I'll discuss the answers. Okay. So to make your leisure useful, leisure time, what can we do? So first of all, what is leisure time? Do you know the meaning of leisure? Leisure time? What is it? Yes? To make your leisure time useful, what can we do? Yes? So first one is given, make it a habit to read something useful. Make it a habit to read something useful. So just like that, I have given the words reserve, learn, improve, select, enjoy. So the second one is good reading material such as storybooks and books based on universal knowledge. What is the correct verb that we can put here? Yes? No, not learn. Learn නෙමෙයි. Some students have, yes, very good. Select, select. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි තෝරගන්නකොට කියවන්න මොන හරි material එකක් ඒක අපිට වැදගත් දෙයක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. Something like a story book. Or else books based on universal knowledge. That means knowledge which is, like spread throughout the world, about the world. Be it science, be it technology, anything, right? Which could improve your knowledge on the universe also, right? So here, what is the answer again? Yes, select. Select. අපි තෝරගන්න ඕන something useful for us. Select. In your daily routine, blank, some time for reading. So අපේ daily routine එක කියන්නේ මොකද ළමයි? What is a daily routine? Daily routine? Can someone explain me? What is daily routine? Yes, daily routine. කවුරුද එවලා තියෙන timetable කියලා? Yes, what is a daily routine? Yes, so daily routine or day routine means the activities that you do, right? Now, if you take a normal, usual day, what sort of activities do you do? Now, for example, you wake up at a certain time and then you wash yourself, you have your breakfast, and then if you have school, you go to school, right? And then what are the activities? Now if it is a weekday, you have to go to school and then you have to do those activities, and then you come home, you take a wash, or else you have a shower, you have your lunch, what else, you do your homework, right? Like that. Yes, dinacharya, that is also correct. In Sinhala we say day-to-day activities. Yes, that is also correct. So that is a routine. Routine means something that you do regularly. Routine. Okay. Okay. So මොකක්ද අපි කරන්න ඕන අපේ daily routine එකේ අපි වෙලාව වෙන් කරව ගන්න ඕන, වෙන් කරලා තියා ගන්න ඕන කියවන්නත්. So අපි කියන්නේ yes, very good. Reserve. Make a noun එක මොකද්ද? Reservation, right? Reserve. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, so what about number 4? Reading the stories. So what do we have to do? Now, මෙතන අපිට දැන් verbs දුන්නම you have to choose the most appropriate one. වඩාත් සුදුසු එක තෝරන්න ඕනනේ. So here we have, yes, I can see some answers coming up, correct? Reading the stories. So මෙතන අපි තව එක දෙයක් තමයි අපිට සාමාන්‍යයෙන් දැන් list එකකින් words තෝරලා දාන්න කිව්වම අපි තෝරගත්ත words ටික අපි එක ටික් කරන්න ඕනේ. නැත්නම් cross out කරලා අපිට ඉතුරු වෙලා තියෙන මොනවාද කියලා you have to know. So one thing you can tick, make, select, reserve. So we know what is left in the box or else in the list. So ගොඩක් ළමයි දැන් මේක නම් අපිට වචන දෙක තුනයි තියෙන්නේ. සමහර ඒවා අපිට ලොකු ලිස්ට් එකක් හම්බුනම ඕගොල්ලන්ටම පැටලෙනවා ආපහු අපි දැම්මේ මොනවද දැම්මේ නැත්තේ මොනවද කියලා. So one thing when you write a paper, you have to tick off or else cross කරන්න. නැත්නම් ඉරකින් කපලා අයින් කරගන්න. අපි ගත්ත ඒවා මොනවද කියලා මොකක් හරි මාක් එකකින් ඒක මාක් කරගන්න ඕන. So one easy method is you can tick or else you can cross it out. ලියපු ගත්තපු ඒවා ඉරකින් කපලා ඒක වෙන් කරව ගන්න. So now we know what is left: improve, learn and enjoy. So ඒ තුනෙන් අපිට මොකද දාන්න පුළුවන්? Enjoy reading the stories, right? Enjoy reading the stories. And here you have to write a capital E, right? Sentence එකක් පටන් ගන්නකොට you have to use a capital letter. So මේක චූටි බබාලට වගේ අපි මේක කියන්න ඕන නෑ හරිනම්. ඒ වුණාට මම දකිනවා තාමත් සමහර ළමයි වාක්‍යයක් පටන් ගන්නකොට simple letters ලියනවා, which is really bad, right? So by now මේ වගේ චූටි mistakes කරන්න බෑ ඔයගොල්ලෝ. ඊළඟට වාක්‍ය මැද එකපාරට අපිට capital letter එකක් දාන්න බෑ. ඒක proper noun එකක් නෙමෙයි නා. Okay? So handwriting also, it has to be really clear. පැහැදිලිව ලියන්නත් ඕන. Okay? So please take that advice. Next one, the secrets of the universe. What do we have to do? Yes, learn. ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕන, learn. The secrets of the universe. And then your general knowledge in every field by reading. Improve. තව වැඩි දියුණු කරගන්න ඕන නේද? Improve. So read කරන තරමට තමයි අපිට තව දේවල් අලුත් දේවල් දැනගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ නේද? So මෙතන මොකද්ද කියන්නේ? Every field. ඒ කියන්නේ මොන පැත්ත ගැන ඇහුවත්. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි දැන් කියමුකෝ if someone is learning about science, not only science, about other fields also, you need to know sometimes some things, right? So අපි ජීවත් වෙද්දී නිකන් අපි හරි මම මේක විතරයි ඉගෙන ගන්න, ඒක විතරක් ගැන කියවම ඇති කියලා එහෙම බෑ. You have to have some general knowledge also with regard to every field. Okay, so this is actually good for your life as well. Not only for the exercise, for your life also, this is something really good. Can you understand it? So make it a habit to read something useful. So නිකන් ඔය නිකන් අනවශ්‍ය දේවල් නෙමෙයි ඈ කියවන්න කියලා you have to read something useful. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඵලදායි දෙයක්. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට වැදගත් වෙන දෙයක්. දැන් school students ලා විදියට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කියවන්න ගොඩාක් material තියෙනවා. Right? Be it science, social studies or whatever the subject, you have many material, not like earlier days. So you have to read something useful. Okay, and then select good reading materials. Good reading materials when and yes, reserve some time. You have to reserve time. You have to make time sometimes. And enjoy reading the stories. Learn the secrets of the universe. Improve your general knowledge in every field by reading. Okay, so this is something good, not just for the exercise, but also for your life. Okay, right. So shall we move on to the next part? Next one, read the following dialogue and fill in the blanks. Use the words given in the box. There is one extra word. මෙතන කියලා තියෙනවා there is one extra word. ඒ කියන්නේ answers වලට අමතරව වැඩිපුර එක වචනයකුත් දීලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට you have to be careful. පැටලෙන්න පුළුවන්. So you have to pick and choose the correct one. So මෙතන Amal and Bimal, right? Two rhyming names. So what is a dialogue? Dialogue එකක් කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? A conversation. අපි කියන්නේ කතා බහක්. Any other words? Dialogue, conversation. So here Amal and Bimal is talking about something and there are certain blanks within the dialogue. You have to fill them by using the words given in the box. But there is an extra word. Extra word කියන්නේ අපිට මේක fill කරන්න බැරි වැඩිපුර එක වචනයක් දීලා තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ blanks 8ක් නම් තියෙන්නේ words 9ක් දීලා තියෙනවා. Right? So you have to be careful. Mr. Pereira is coming here. Yes. Why is he coming? ඇයි එයා මෙහෙ එන්නේ කියලා අහනවා ප්‍රශ්නයක්. Why is he coming? There must be some problem. මොකක් හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙන්න ඇති. Even his daughter is with. What is the answer? ඔහුගේ දුවත් ඔහු සමග ඉන්නා වගේ අදහසක් නේතකොට ඔහු සමග. මෙතන අපි වාක්‍ය අග pronoun එකක් දානකොට අපිට he she කියලා දාන්න බෑ. එතකොට with him. ගෑනු ළමෙක් නම් with her. Right? දැන් මෙතන Mr. Pereira he. එතකොට අපි දන්නවා it's a male person. Then with him. Blank looks so tired. What is the correct answer? Okay, අපි එක තියමුකෝ දැන් මට answers දෙකක් එනවා. සමහර කට්ටිය කියනවා they කියලා, සමහර අය කියනවා he කියලා. Think about it a little bit. ඇයි අපි they දාන්නේ? ඇයි අපි he දාන්නේ? Yes. Okay, wait. Jamima, this thing, verb is plural. කියලා දාලා තියෙනවා. Look. Yeah, one thing that මේක දැන් දැක්කේ. මෙතන were coming කියලා දාලා තියෙනවා. So my bicycle had a puncture when okay, so මෙතන මොකක්ද answer එක? So සමහර අයට මම ඒක explain කරන්නම්. මෙතන දැන් confusion එකක් තියෙනවා. look නේ තියෙන්නේ. Okay? එතකොට අපිට looks කියලා දාන්න වෙනවා if it is a singular one, right? ඊළඟට මෙතන තියෙන්නේ look. What is the correct answer? Yes. සමහර අය හරියට අරන් තියෙනවා. මෙතන answer එක they look so tired. They look so tired. Right? Let's ask him. Good morning, my Mr. Pereira. What's the matter? My bicycle had a puncture when we දැන් අපි කියලා කියන්නේ මෙතන එක්කෙනෙක් නෙමෙයි දෙන්නෙක් කිනා මමයි දැන් මම මිස්ටර් පෙරේරා නම් මමයි මගේ දුවයි එතකොට එක්කෙනෙක් නෙමෙයි දෙන්නෙක් එහෙනම් අපි කියලානේ කියන්නේ අපි එනකොට when we were coming so where is it okay sorry මට ආන්සර් එක කියවුණා මෙතන where is it now ඇයි ඒක it වෙන්නේ අපි කතා කරන්නේ bicycle එකක් ගැන නේද so then it should be what my bicycle. So අපි යන කොහෙද දැන් ඒක තියෙන්නේ? Where is it now? Oh. And then I kept it near the post office. එතකොට මොකක්ද extra word එක ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ මෙතන? What is the extra word? අපි බලමු අපි ගත්තා him ගත්තා. I we it they yes හරි දැන් අපි එමු දැන් සමහර අය දාලා තිබ්බනේ මෙතන he එන්න ඕන කියලා he looks so tired අපිට දාන්න පුළුවන්ද he එක්ක look එහෙනම් වැරදි ඒක එන්න ඕනේ he looks කියලා right and one more thing ඔයගොල්ලෝ තව දෙයක් බලන්න තිබ්බා he එක already පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන්නේ එතකොට අපිට ආපහු he දාන්න බෑ නේද ඒකයි කියන්නේ චුට්ටක් කපටි වෙන්න ඕන. So one thing he is already used no. Can't put he again. මොකද මෙතන he දෙකක් නැහැ box එකෙත්. Okay? එතකොට extra word එක මොකද අපිට අවිලා තියෙන්නේ his කියන එක. Right? So his is the extra word that we have. Okay? So මම දැක ගොඩාක් අය he කියලා එවලා තියෙන answer එක. මෙතන මේකේ he looks වෙන්න ඕන. He looks. Again, she looks beautiful. She looks pretty. Like that. එතකොට මෙතන s එකක් නැහනේ. එහෙනම් subject එක plural වෙන්න ඕන. ජමීමා දාලා තිබ්බේ අනික් පැත්තට නේද? ජමීමා read your answer again. We can't put there because the verb is plural. එහෙම නෙමෙයි ඔයා දාන්න ඕන. Right? Can you understand it now? Yes, Adisha, very good. Because it's Mr. Pereira and his daughter, plural, right? Yes, look, plural. So it's they. Yes, very good. Bimal කියනවා him කියලා ඒක නිසා he දානවා. මට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ මේක. Bimal කියනවා him කියලා ඒක නිසා he දානවා. කොහෙද he දැම්මේ? මෙතනද? Even his daughter is with him. ඒක නිසා මෙතන he දානවා. එහෙම බෑ. මෙතන him තියෙන නිසා අපිට මෙතන he ගන්න බෑනේ. මෙතන අපි කියන්නේ Mr. Pereira එනවා. ඇයි දන්නේ කියලා අපි අහනවා. ඊට පස්සේ මොකක් හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඇති. එයාගේ දුවත් ඉන්නවා එයත් එක්ක. ඔහු සමග. එතකොට මෙතන එක අදාළ නැහැ මෙතන අපි තෝරන pronoun එකට. අපි බලන්න ඕනේ වාක්‍යයත් එක්ක. මෙතන වාක්‍ය දීලා තියෙන්නේ look so tired. Right? එතකොට look කියන verb එක අපි looks කියලා දෙකක් තියෙනවානේ. එතකොට looks කියලා දාන්නේ if with he she it. Subject එක singular වෙන්න ඕන. But here look without a s. එහෙනම් they look so tired. අනික දැන් ඔය ටික තේරුම් ගන්න බැරි වුණත් තව එක දෙයක් තමයි මෙතන අපිට already ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවනේ he එක. Right? ඒ නිසා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට එතනින් උනත් හිතා ගන්න තිබ්බා හී එක ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන නිසා ආපහු පාවිච්චි කරන්න බෑ නේද කියලා. මං කියන්නේ දෙවෙනි මෙතඩ් එකට යන්න එපා. ඕගොල්ලෝ තියරි එක තේරුම් අරගෙන ආන්සර් එක තෝරගන්න ඕන. They look so tired. They looks so tired කියන්නත් බෑ. He look so tired වෙන්නත් බෑ. So මෙතන දීලා තියෙන verb එක look without a s. Okay බලන්න ආපහු. ගොඩක් ළමයි දාලා තිබ්බා he කියලා. Please check your answers. Okay, shall we move on to the next one? Okay, have you all note down the answers? Shall we move on to the next one? Okay. If you have any questions, please ask. Do you have any questions? No questions. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one. Study the picture and fill in the blanks in the text using the words given in the box. So this is again not that difficult. Shall we try it out? So here it's like a dinner table, right? I will give you a few minutes. First try and find the answers. Make the words are given here. Yeah, the students who have finished it, you can send the answers on the Zoom chat. Have you all finished it? Okay, some students have sent the answers already. Bana restaurant ලියලා තියෙනවා වැරදි සමහර අය. බලාගෙනත් ලියලා තියෙනවා වැරදි. Check restaurant. Okay, so this is a picture of a what? So මෙතන දීලා තියෙන answers වලින් ඔයගොල්ලෝ බලන්න ඕනේ what is the most appropriate one. Yes. Picture of a restaurant. There are how many people? There are 3 people in the picture and blank of them are women. And they? Yes. What is the correct answer? Women and they seem. මෙතන එක mistake එකක් තියෙනවා. They seem to be very happy කියලා එන්න ඕන. They seems කියලා type වෙලා තියෙනවා. It's wrong. Here. To be very happy. Oh, sorry. මට answer එක කියවුණා. Very happy. Happy is the answer. They seem to be very happy. One lady is holding a what? A glass in her hand. The blank is standing beside them. Who is standing beside them? Yes. Sorry, the waiter. He is. Yes, very good. He is reading. He is reading the list in the මොන card එකද අපි කියන්නේ? The menu card. And then he is well dressed. He is well dressed. And what? And handsome looking. Right? So these are the correct answers. The students who got it wrong, please write down the correct ones. Yes, most of you all have sent handsome kadala neme. It's just one sentence. Sorry, one word. Handsome is one word. Handsome neme. Handsome. Some students type karaddi වෙන්නදී space එකක් තියෙනවා මැදදී සමහර අයගේ. It's wrong. It should be one word. Handsome. ඒ සමහර අය එක සැරේ උත්තර 10 මෙවලා තියෙනවා. Good. අපි කියන්නේ හොඳට ඇඳ පැළඳලා කියන්නේ ඇඳ පැළඳගෙන ඉන්න කෙනෙක් අපි කියන්නේ well dressed. That means in good clothes, right? Pleasant looking clothes. So we say well dressed. Not in pajamas, okay? Well dressed. Yes, have you all finished writing down the answers? Okay, shall we move on to the next part? Okay, finish writing down. Next one. Okay, the following is a format of a formal letter. Okay, this is important. Formal letter. The forms are not in order. Write the correct number in the given space and put them in order. One is done for you. So, මෙහෙම එකක් කරන්න කලින් මුලින්ම you have to have that understanding about the format of a formal letter, right? So now here we have 10 parts. So first you have to understand, normally when you write a formal letter, how do we start it? Which part should come on the top, or else how do we start? Which part should come first? So with the topic of the letter, complimentary clause, and sender's designation, salutation, signature. recipient's address, sender's name, date, sender's address, and body of the letter. So සමහර ඒවා අපිට තේරෙනවා this body of the letter පටන් ගන්න බෑ. So from which one should we start then? Yes? Which one should we start? From which one should we start? Yes? Try out. Yes, අපි කොහොමද පටන් ගන්නෙ? Sender's name or sender's address? යවන කෙනාගේ. කවුද sender? කවුද? Okay, wait. Okay, මෙතන sender කියලා තියෙනවානේ. Right. Sender and recipient. Who is the recipient and who is the sender? Sentence නෙමෙයි sender, D-E-R. Sender. Yes, correct. Senders. Exactly. Sender means the person who sends the letter. යවන කෙනා තමයි sender. එතකොට කවුද recipient කියන්නේ? Recipient is who? Receiver. Correct. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක ලැබෙන කෙනා තමයි recipient, right? To whom we are sending it. අපි කාටද යවන්නේ? එයා තමයි recipient. So which one should come first? Okay, so we'll start with, okay, මෙතන දීලා තියෙනවා sender's address. That is number 1. So එතකොට ඕගලන්ට ලේසි. What is the next one then? Yes. What is the next one? Sender's address again පටන් ගත්තා නම් then we have to mention next sender's. Yes. සමහර අය තාමත් වැරදි එක එවන්නේ. Check again. Sender's name. So if it's the address and then we have to mention the name. ඊට පස්සේ then what do we add? Yes. Then the Tagalen on answers. What do we add next? Okay, first. මුලින් මේක බලන්න දැන් සමහර අය mixed answers එවනවා. First look into this and then give me the order. Right? මොන order එකකට දෙන්නේ? Which one? So sender's address, sender's name. ඒ order එක එවන්න ළමයි. Yes, please. First put that කවුරුද දාලා තියෙනවා designation කියලා. Designation එක අපි මුලම දානවද? First type the hall set at once and then we'll number it, right? So by now you have to know this order. I will give you a few minutes, go through the list and then give me the perfect one. Okay? එක order එකට ගන්න ඔක්කොම. Yes? I will give you a few minutes to work it out. Okay, I'm waiting. I need the full answer. What is the order? Sender's address, sender's name, and then what is the order? Okay, sorry. Can you see the document? Yes, correct. And then date, receivers. Yes, correct. සමහර අයගේ order එක හරි. Yes, letter body එක එන්නේ මැදනේ. Right? සමහර අය දැන් මේ තාමත් වැරදි. Your answer is wrong still. Okay, look at this now. එක එක answers එවනවා because you don't have a clear understanding about this. Okay, so we'll start from the beginning. What is the first one? Sender's address. And then sender's name. Then what? Then the date. Then the date. Then what? Yes, recipient's address. 4. And then topic of the letter, the salutation, the kaliන්. Which one should come first? Okay, right. Sender's address, sender's name, date, recipient's address, and then what? Subject and salutation, or salutation and then the subject? Subject or topic of the letter, yes. Which one should come first? Which one? Salutation, salutation, yes. Then this is number? Where's salutation 5? And then what? Topic of the letter 6. Then topic එක ලිව්වට පස්සේ මොකද කරන්න ළමයි? Then what? I topic of the letter දානවද? No. After the topic we have to mention the body of the letter 7. And then body එක ලිව්වට පස්සේ how do we now we are coming towards the end. Then letters body and then what? Yes, complementary clause. Then sender's designation, signature, the නැත්නම් designation, the first. Which one should come first? Sender's designation, then signature? Check if it's right. Yes, at last we mentioned the signature, right? Okay. So ගොඩක් අය අහලා තියෙනවා what is this complementary clause? මොකක්ද complementary clause එකක් කියන්නේ? What is the complementary clause? What does that mean? Can you give me some examples for complementary clauses? Complementary clause. What does that mean? Give me an example. Yes? Yours sincerely, yours faithfully. That is a complementary clause. Yes, very good. Yes, with love. If it's a friendly letter, informal letter with love, that is fine. Yes, very good, Jamima. Now you have to have this order in mind. Okay, so here අපිට number කරන්න විතරයි දීලා තියෙන්නේ, but normally when you get to write it, you have to have this order in mind. Okay, so shall we repeat the order? Everyone, please repeat the order. First, what do we have to write? Everyone? Yes, can someone read it out? What is the order? How do we start?
Sender's name, sender's address, sender's name, date, recipient's address, salutation, topic of the letter, letter body, complementary clause, and sender's designation and the signature.
Yes, very good. So that is the order. Sender's address, sender's name, date, recipient's address, salutation, topic of the letter, body of the letter, complementary clause, sender's designation, and then the signature. So make all letters ලියලා තමයි practice වෙන්න ඕන. So when you write letters, you get that order in mind. Okay? So please study this. This is important not only for this one. This is really important when you write a letter properly. Okay? සමහර අයගේ මේ හරිය තමයි mistake එක වෙලා තියෙන this. What about the others? Okay. So next one is read the text and say whether the following sentences are true or false. One has been done for you. Let me clear this out. Read the text and say whether the following sentences are true or false. One has been done for you. Okay. So anyone who likes to read the passage? Okay, so there's only one student. Why? Are you all afraid to read it out loud? Okay, yes.
It is the weekend after the Independence Day in United States. In a country where holidays are rare. We realized that it was the best time to take advantage for a long road trip. We drove for nearly 5 hours, a distance for nearly 330 miles towards the north, or in the other words, towards the Canadian border, passing
vineyards,
blossoming cornfields and forest. Alongside the road, it was a beautiful drive, though it was not apparent We drove alongside Lake Erie half of the way, one of the 5 Great Lakes of America.
America. Okay, yes, Jamima also, you can take your chance.
It is the weekend after the Independence Day in the United States. In a country where holidays are rare, we realized that it was the best time to take advantage for a long road trip. We drove for nearly 5 hours, a distance of nearly 330 miles towards the north, or in other words, towards the Canadian border. Passing vineyards, blossoming cornfields, and forests alongside the road, it was a beautiful drive. Though it was not apparent, we drove alongside Lake Erie, half of the way, one of the 5 Great Lakes of America.
Okay, yes, Chiran Chanaka, you can also take the chance.
It is the weekend after the Independence Day in the United States.
United States.
In a country where holidays are rare, we realized that it was the best time to take advantage for a long road trip. We drove for nearly 5 hours, a distance of nearly 330 miles towards the north, or in other words, towards the Canadian border, passing
Vineyards.
blossoming cornfields and forests alongside the road. It was a beautiful drive, though it was not apparent. We drove alongside Lake Erie.
Half of the way.
Half of the way, one of the 5 Great Lakes of the America.
Okay, right. Yes, Dulanjali also. Yes, you needed to read it, right? Yes, Dulanjali. Your mic is on mute. You have raised your hand. Do you have a question? Okay, I think Dulanjali, we can't hear you properly.
After the independent United country where
Okay, I think your mic is, not the mic. The connection is not that strong, so I can't hear you properly. Anyway, thank you for your attempt. So yes, this is United States, not united. Okay, United States, and then Metanath, blossoming cornfields, and this is fine. Lake Erie or Erie, whatever you can pronounce it as you like. Okay, it depends on the country how you pronounce it. Okay, so now here we have a small passage. So they have taken the advantage to go on a long road trip, because in America, unlike in Sri Lanka, they do not have many holidays. In Sri Lanka, we have a lot of holidays, right? So in United States, or we call America, USA, they do not have that many holidays. So when they get one, they always go on a trip or go somewhere, visit some place like that. Okay, some students have already sent the answers, true or false. So can you all firstly understand the passage? Any questions on that? Yes. So the speaker select a weekend for this trip. So the answer is given true. From where can we take it that it is a weekend? In the first sentence itself, they have said it is the weekend after the independence. So that is from here they have taken. It is a short trip. Is it a short one? No, it is a long road trip. False. They drive close to the Lake Erie or whatever. Is it true or false? Wait, it's not, it was not apparent. What does that mean? Apparent kyanne mokadda? Right? What does that mean, apparent? Yes. So metanin තමයි අපිට answer එක ගන්න පුළුවන්. Though it was not apparent, we drove alongside this Lake E, half of the way, one of the 5 Great Lakes of America. So they drive close to the Lake Erie. So closely ගියා නම් අපිට මේක හොඳට පේන්න ඕන. But මෙතන තියෙනවා it was not apparent. That means it was not clear. Right? Why was it not clear? Because they did not drive close to it. They drove alongside it. So alongside kiyanne, then the lake is here and we were going like this alongside but not near to it. Okay? Alongside yanna puluwan but not near to the lake. So ළඟින් ගියා නම් it should be visible but it was not that visible. Right? ඒකයි මෙතන තියෙන not apparent. That means they did not go close to the lake. What is the answer? So මේ එක word එකක් නිසා ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ answer එක වෙනස් වෙන්නේ. So අපිට හොඳට පේනවා නම් අපි කියනවා apparent. So මෙතන තියෙන්නේ not apparent. The negative, that means they did not drive close. They just drove alongside it. So the answer is false. The drive is so pleasant. Is it pleasant? Yes. True. ඇයි අපි pleasant කියලා ගන්න answer එක? එතන කියනවා it was a beautiful drive. That means they enjoyed it. They drive only for a few minutes. Is it only for a few minutes? No. False. ඒක කියනවා නේද? For nearly 5 hours, a distance of nearly 330 miles. That means a long distance. These people don't have many holidays. Is it true? True. Okay, so I අපි ඒකට true කියලා ගත්තේ. In a country where holidays are rare. Rare means අපිට කලාතුරකින් තමයි නිවාඩුවක් එන්නේ මේ රටේ. So they do not have that many holidays. Rare කියලා තියෙනවා. Wait. False, false, true, false, true. That is the order. තව එකක්. දැන් මෙතන අපිට ලියන්න කියලා තියෙන true or false ද TOF. දැන් ගොඩාක් අය true or false. දැන් මෙතන question එක කියවන්න. සමහරවිට අපිට කියනවා T එක හරි F එක හරි දාන්න කියලා. එතකොට TOF දාන්න ඕන. නැත්තම් true or false කියලා ලියන්න. මේ අපිට instructions වල දීලා තියෙන හැටියට ඕන අපි ඒ answer එක ලියන්න. Okay? So here they have not mentioned about a T or a F. We have to write true or false. Keep that in mind. Okay, the students who did not get it right, please check it now. Shall I clear the screen or are you all still writing it down? Okay. False, false, true, false, true. That is the order. Okay, next one. Write a paragraph about a tourist destination in Sri Lanka. So I asked about this question in the very beginning of today's class. So first of all, you need to know what are the most, like famous or a normal tourist destination in Sri Lanka. Not everything. A tourist destination. That means foreigners, when they come to Sri Lanka, where do they go? Mostly. And it should be a little famous one also, isn't it? So some students wrote about Sigiriya, Arugambe. What else? Gold Fort. Yes. So if it is a tourist destination in Sri Lanka, and you have to write 50 words about it. So ek chuttak special ekak wenna tona. You have to write 50 words, somewhere around 6-7 lines, right? So yes, botanical garden, Peradhani botanical garden. So more than that, you have other things to write, neda. Ekata wadiya? Yes. Okay, I'll give you a few minutes. First, I need y'all to answer it, and then I'll correct your mistakes. Yes, Dalanda Marigava, temple of the Toothra Lake, right? Yes. Yala National Park. Okay, so Metana, Adams Peak. Okay, I'm getting a lot of answers. What else? Okay, why don't y'all mention about the beaches? What are the famous places for surfing? Because they love surfing and also beach. So normally they say sand, sea, and sun. Api kena 3 S's kiyala. Sand, sea, and sun. Yes, he Kadua beach. That is also fine. Foreigners la enne Lanka because of the climate, right? Sand, sea, sun. Sand, sea, sun. That means because in Sri Lanka we always have a very it's a tropical country because we have mostly this hot climate. So they love the hot climate because in their countries they get the summer only for like 3 or 4 months. So unlike in Sri Lanka, we have it like almost all the time. But these days it's raining. But normally it's a very we have a very warm climate now. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes. Try to write a small passage about a tourist destination in Sri Lanka. Yes, you can start with something really famous and you have to mention why is it a tourist destination? I echchara prasiddha une nathang I tourist la ekata kamathi. I ethente what is so special about this destination? You have to mention it, right? So can you think of something? I will be answering your questions as well. Take some time and think about it. Yes, some students have sent the answers on the WhatsApp also. Yes. The students have who have written it, you can send the answers on the WhatsApp also. I will check them and let you know. If you need any help, you can ask. So first you have to write what is the tourist destination that you are going to talk about, right? And why is it so famous? Why do people like it? If you are writing about Sigiriya, you can say that you can start with it is one of the world wonders, right? So that is an extra point that you are going to get. I'm just giving you ideas. Yes, if you are writing about Arugambe also, it's much easier than the other locations. You have something to write about it, right? Yes, do some research. Yes, I need at least one answer from y'all. Sorry, I think that part was not recorded. So I have sent some answers on the Zoom chat, and just like I told you before, on ඔය කොටස් ටික අපිට mention කරන්න පුළුවන් tourist destination. මම ඒක ආපහු repeat කරන්නම්. It was not recorded earlier. So when you talk about a tourist destination in Sri Lanka, you can say why is it famous, right? Now if it is about Sigiriya, just like I told you earlier, it is the 8th world wonder, right? And a bit of a history. Why did King Kashyapa make it? And in which province, which district is it located? And especially foreigners and tourists love the weather condition in Sri Lanka, the hot climate, warm climate, and people's hospitality, the friendliness, right? And some foreigners love to try the local dishes in Sri Lanka, the taste, the spicy food. So you can mention that. So you will get the 50 words. And don't forget to check out the answers that I shared on the Zoom chat. Yes, there are a lot of geese. Goose mein mai geese. G-E-E-S-E. Plural one, geese. My father is working in the garden wearing a pair of gloves. Okay, now that it is autumn, all the leaves are falling. I've just bought 2 loaves of bread. Many boxes fell on the floor. There are a lot of geese in my uncle's farm. My father is working in the garden wearing a pair of gloves. Okay. Yes. These wall paintings of Sigiriya, very good. The Hamsa's answer is also good. Yes. So Godakai Megaliya Tibba. Yes. It is rich with natural beauty. Yes. Very good. Who is this? Tarushika. Good. Okay, Anika, try karanna me wage answers evanna, so I can correct the grammar mistakes also. Okay, so you need to know a bit of history sometimes to write about Sri Lanka, especially something like Sigiriya. And you have to know where is it located. So api dannawa Sigiriya kiyala, but you have to know which province, which district, where is it located, and what are the eye-catching stuff in Sigiriya, right? Yes, architectural masterpiece. Very good, the Hamsa. Right? Historical, yes, importance. It bears that importance as in history. What else? Yes, the mirror wall paintings, right? Kawara dala tibba kurutugi. Yes, within inverted commas. Okay. So I think you all have got it. So mettana me 50 words one is not that important. Yeah, some students have sent it to my WhatsApp. I'll check it and let you know. Okay. I will check it and send it with your name to identify who the student is. So me godak me loku digevaliyan don't naha. It's just 50 words. 50 words liwa mati, not an essay. Not an essay. Okay. And try to write clear answers. Handwriting clear vendona. Okay, I will check the answers that I got through WhatsApp and Telegram, and I'll reply to them. Okay, right. So thank you so much everyone for participating today's session also. So we'll do papers, past papers and all that. So these are practice papers. And in the meanwhile, we'll cover the difficult lessons. So overall grammar නැත්නම් theory පැත්තෙන් අමාරු lessons මොනවාද කියලා මට text එකක් දාන group එකේ I will cover that. And some students have asked about passive voice and direct, indirect, this thing. I have done it already, but before the exam, I'll do it once again. ඒ ඕන අය මට message එකක් දාලා තියන්න, and anyway, I will put them in the group, the link, so you can watch that recording again. Okay, right. So thank you so much, everyone. Please do the revision, try to write more. And once you have written the answers, please send them on WhatsApp or Telegram. I can check it and I will send it back to you. Okay? All right. So I'll see every one of you next week. Good night, everyone. Stay safe and study well. Okay. Goodbye, everyone.